What is up, guys? Rick Kakis here, and today we are going to be discussing the ultra rare N7 Piranha shotgun in Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer, talking about what this weapon is like and some tips for how to get a great performance if you are lucky enough to get this gun. Now guys, if you enjoy this content and want to see more, please remember to support the video by liking, commenting, and especially sharing. It's a simple thing to do, but it really does help me out. And boy oh boy, does it feel weird to be doing Mass Effect gun reviews again. Back in the day, years and years ago at the time of Mass Effect 3, so like 4-ish plus years ago, I used to do videos called Gun 101s for the ultra rare weapons of Mass Effect 3. Don't look them up, they're terrible, but back at it again with Mass Effect Andromeda. Now the reason I was able to get this ultra rare weapon, a returning weapon from Mass Effect 3, kind of a fan favorite, all of the N7 guns really are in Mass Effect 3, but it has changed a little bit in Andromeda. But how I was able to get this ultra rare weapon is from the pre-order pack for buying this game. Actually no, it wasn't the pre-order pack, it was the deluxe edition pack. I apologize. For buying this game, you get a guaranteed ultra rare gun, and I was lucky enough to get the Piranha. And this thing has been very good. You're going to see some gameplay in the background from Gold, and I'm now able to run very easily now Gold tier difficulty pretty consistently, even just with random players, and always using the N7 Piranha. I'm leveling up other characters right now, especially an infiltrator character, so I can try to use a sniper rifle that I got that's pretty good, but right now it's the N7 Piranha or bust. So I've been using this weapon a lot. I have a lot to say about it, as well as to give you guys tips for how to get the best performance possible. So, the N7 Piranha, what is it like? Well, let's take a look at its stats. And actually this, I'm making sure I'm using a level 1 character with no huge benefits in terms of, weapon power or anything like that. We can compare it to the beginning katana shotgun. This is what all of you guys are going to start out with if you want a shotgun. And we can switch up to the N7 Piranha, and holy crap, this is why it's ultra rare. The N7 Piranha beats the katana in, wow, say that 5 times in a row, in every single measurable way except for weight. It does more damage. It shoots faster. It has a bigger magazine. It is just better. And the N7 Piranha, the thing about this weapon, what you're really going to find when you're using it, is that it doesn't do a massive amount of damage per shot. There is shotguns in the game that pack a wallop and are able to one-hit kill enemies. The Piranha is not one of those shotguns. You're going to be very unlikely to be able to get one-hit kills with this weapon. So that's the downside. The upside is it comes with a native 8-round magazine that is fully automatic with a pretty decent rate of fire. However, you will have to get quite close because unfortunately the spread isn't amazing. Now, speaking of the spread, something very interesting about this weapon is that in Mass Effect 3, it had a very unusual pattern. In fact, the pellets shot in a perfect circle. Like, if you were in Mass Effect 3 and you had the Piranha and you shot a wall, it would be a perfect circle of your pellets. And that meant that if you could decrease the pellet spread, you could get that circle very, very small, and this thing could snipe in Mass Effect 3. Holy crap, you could cross-map people. In Mass Effect Andromeda, however, that really isn't the case. You can see me shoot walls or whatever, and it really doesn't form that perfect circle. It almost does seem reminiscent of a circle. It's kind of rare to see a bunch of pellets in the middle. You do have them more on the outside of your spread pattern, but they do seem to hit randomly. With that being said, reducing the spread is still very, very useful. So that's really what this weapon is like. It's a very, very powerful shotgun, but you're gonna have to get right in people's faces, play balls to the wall aggressively, because again, you have to close that distance, and also you have to stand out in the open and consistently shoot them again and again and again with the fully automatic nature. You can't just shoot once and dart away. That's not the N7 Piranha life. They should call it the Lead Sprayer 5000, I swear. Now, how about some tips for making this thing as good as possible? Well, firstly, I'm using it with the Turian Havoc Soldier. Now, this has been pretty damn effective with the N7 Piranha because the Turian Havoc Soldier has some perks that work perfectly with this weapon. Firstly, it's gotta be Turbocharge. Oh my goodness, this perk, this skill makes this shotgun unbelievably effective. In fact, I have a hard time imagining using this without turbocharge. That's how effective it is with this shotgun. What this skill does is that it speeds up the rate of fire. Yep, so it gives a fully automatic shotgun with an already good magazine size better rate of fire. If that wasn't enough, it increases the damage pretty substantially. I'm doing like 25% plus more damage when I have turbocharge active. And if that wasn't enough, it increases the magazine size. I'm going all the way up to 14 rounds in a magazine when I'm using turbocharge with my leveled up Turian Havoc Soldier in gold rounds. So that is unbelievable. Like, it's so powerful to put on turbocharge and to just lay waste. And it kills even on gold. A magazine of this will kill pretty much everything. And you'll see sometimes in the background when I'm laying into even the more powerful enemies, like the Hydra mechs that the rebels use, their health goes down like a lot, like a lot. It's a pretty damn impressive spectacle to behold. Now, in addition to that, another great skill that this character has is munitions training. At the very end of the skill tree for rank 6, you can get plus 25% shotgun spread reduction. Essentially, you are putting on a shotgun choke for free, and that will obviously combine with a shotgun choke, which I actually do have for my N7 Piranha. Now, you may think, wow, 25% reduction plus a 30% reduction for the attachment, like your Piranha must be hella accurate. It's not. It really isn't as accurate as I thought it would be. I haven't noticed a massive difference. Like, I haven't been able to like snipe guys like you were in Mass Effect 3. It seems like the reduction is a lot more minor in Mass Effect Andromeda, but it is a noticeable increase. And obviously with a gun like the Piranha and the fact that, you know, in Mass Effect Andromeda you can get dropped pretty quickly, you want to be able to utilize that shotgun effectively at as far of a range as possible. And that's why munitions training is very good. But not only does it increase the shotgun spread, but this tree increases damage, which is great, and also increases clip size, which helps even more. Now, if I had one thing I would still want from my Piranha, it would be more damage. The rest of the stats are frankly quite good. The rate of fire is good, the magazine size is fine, all of that stuff is great, but it just doesn't do as much damage per shot as you'd necessarily want it to. It does great damage per shot, and that's why it's able to just mow over enemies pretty darn quickly, especially compared to a lot of other weapons. But you want those damage increases when you could get them. If I could have any attachment, it would just be the shotgun choke that just gives like 10 plus depending on what version you get. But yeah, that 10% extra damage to shotguns from that attachment would be excellent, because with this type of shotgun, because you're dump trucking so much damage over time, like your 10% bonus is huge. Like, that's going to result in thousands of damage. Whereas if you have a very powerful one-shot shotgun, it's going to increase it by a decent amount, but not as much as you look at the overtime damage increase because you're spending so much time reloading. So all in all, the N7 Piranha shotgun is excellent. Very similar to what it was in Mass Effect 3. If you liked it in that game, you'll probably still like it in Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a very powerful weapon, but it does come with the caveat of having to use it very aggressively, and quite frankly, getting yourself killed a decent amount because of it. But you'll take out a lot of enemies with you, which is the good thing. If you do get this gun, and you want a quick and easy class recommendation for what to use for it, use a class with turbocharge. That skill was meant for the Piranha, I swear. In any event, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this interesting. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Mass Effect Andromeda content, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Now, if you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.